When you have number 1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Buckeyes will kick it off to get us underway. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. So Wisconsin's offense will take the field first. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to throw on first down. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
That's caught. It's Dupree. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Badgers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
The Badgers send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Hauls it in at the 25. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Buckeyes offense will get the ball for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. It wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great.
Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Buckeyes are on the move. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. A strike downfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. They'll leave it with him. Shakes off the defender. He hits that hole. It opened up for him as he gets 6 and all the way out to the 9-yard line.
I like this idea by the offense, using the jet sweep, and you're trying to take a receiver with all of his speed and get him on the outside and get him in space. They put so much stress on a defense, I'd expect to see this offense dial the play up more.
You want to stop a jet sweep and be successful, get some penetration right now towards those edges, right where they're running the football. Defense was ready, got him on the ground, and stopped that play before it ever got started.
Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. He threw that one up. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He leaves it with his back. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Stands in and takes the hit. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was trying to get that return goal. And the Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Caught in the backfield. It's Anthony. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. The Badgers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. They picked the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Dead center perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's a lot of QBs there. When they get hit, when they get hurried, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Listen to this, please. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. He'll take a deep shot here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just... They're looking for an advantage to the right. Nice move to keep running. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Rush is on him. They get to him as he throws. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with a turnover. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Fears the pressure. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Here comes the heat. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. So the penalty... It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is an offense that leads the nation in first downs because there's so many different ways they can attack you. They're versatile. They could throw it. They could run it. They've got so much balance, and that's what makes them so hard to stop.
We'll give them a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And
time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Nice job getting to the QB there. The best Wisconsin defenses always seem to have a game breaker and a difference maker. This guy can be that for this unit. But we think back to the Watt brothers, right? TJ, JJ, nobody could block.
Lofts one high and deep. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Picked up. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Got some room to run. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the ground with the back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Pulls and fires complete. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. At the 20, he's got space. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now, 1st and goal.
And how about the big play by this running back? Nice job running with the football, good balance, seeing where he needed to go with the football, finishing the run. He gets knocked out of bounds, but how about this offense set up now on 1st and goal?
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so you're running back.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's 21-13. We check in with wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And the Badgers are flying down the field.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Looking for a man. It's Edwards. Under fire. He'll pull it down and run. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Badgers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. And the Badgers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. Moves around to clear up the vision. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the silver bullets, guys flying around, giving great effort and getting to the football, but it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position, and right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Now the play fake. Bringing the heat. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
This drive started about the time Walter Camp invented football, but the defense can finally get a stop on 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Edwards. Here's a heat. Wiggles free. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Really good job by this defense. Third down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground. Stop playing pass. Come up and get him on the ground. Big third down stop.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with the day.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
He's going to throw it from his own end zone. Grabbed behind the line. It's ball. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. And the Buckeyes line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action on first down. Shoots it to the left. Pulls it in. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw. It's Edwards. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but the sweet blowing catch is plenty to give him a first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Listen to this place. Oh, man, they love their Badgers. Third down coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab. It's Smith. Timeout called there by the defense. Desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return. The coach might have preferred a fair catch. They'll start this drive from the 42. Dropping back, it's Edwards. Oh, they're after him! And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
The Badgers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Complete out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Here comes the biggest drive for the defense, desperate to get a stop. Jukes his way for more. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. The handoff keep working on that clock. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
The Buckeyes enter the final minute with the lead. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Wide open spaces. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. And the Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the air, it's Sayin. Pressure coming. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. This team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang.
Welcome back to Dynasty Mode. Next, let's choose your rosters. If you're looking for the latest EA Sports recommended roster featuring more than 1,000 additional players, choose the active roster option. Or you can select the rosters from our original launch with the default roster option. Here is where you can customize your Dynasty experience. Similar to last year, here's where you'll modify your settings from the updated list of available options and customize your conferences complete with unique rules and protected rivals. It's now time to select your team. Would you prefer to take over an established contender or time to figure out where? Now for the fun part. Congratulations. It's time to... Welcome, everyone, to Akron, Ohio, and home of the Akron Zips, where the fans have been eagerly anticipating this matchup, one that could call back the glory days once seen in the old Rubber Bowl. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Wyoming Cowboys, taking on a team from the MAC, the Akron Zips. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Cowboys have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming, and the opening of the season. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Zips offense will get the first possession of the game. And David, they've got a tight end who might not be a superstar, but he always seems to be in the right place, always ready to be a safety valve for this quarterback.
No, and this guy dictates to the defense. It's so nice to be able to move him around. He's the chess piece. He's the playmaker on offense that can do a lot of things. And if they're going to be successful, the big tight end's going to be the reason why.
And he's a very reliable target, too. We've seen him make some really tough catches in some big moments for this offense. He's going to have to do that in this game today. The defense is keying on him. They know that's where the quarterback's eyes are going to be going early and often in this game, so the tight end's got to step up.
You gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Throwing on the run. Pulls it in on the right. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
I love offensive coordinators. They're not afraid to be aggressive early in games. And how about that? Dialing up a shot right away in the first series, trying to seize the momentum.
They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Finley. Got a man. It's Adams. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Quarterback running on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all... across the field. The DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a...
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And they'll spread receivers all over the field, 5 wide on 2nd and goal. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Akron! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So an 82-yard drive there. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Wyoming Cowboys offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
And the Cowboys with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Handoff from the gun. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. All right, guys, let's chat a little Wyoming. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Oh, he's got a chance. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Finley. Fires it incomplete. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the...
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Zips come to the line with a new set of downs. Now on the option. Now the toss. Makes one man miss. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And the Zips will punt it away on 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping...
Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Looking downfield, it's Finley. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run.
It's a fake. He wants to throw. And the pass is incomplete. They thought they had... on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Newell. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there.
It's a seam wide open. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Now adjusting. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Safe completion on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Zips have their offense in high gear. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
And that's a missed opportunity. I mean, he had him open. He could have thrown that football maybe with just a little bit more touch. He had plenty of mustard on it. You could see he threw a bullet. But sometimes when those guys are wide open, you see quarterbacks they try to aim it a little bit too much, and it'll come up short.
They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down, 4th down coming from the 48. And the Zips will send out the punt unit. That last fake didn't work. They might stick with punting it this time. And they'll mark this one at the 15-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Running to the left. Oh, out of space. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw. It's Fenley. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there so far in Akron. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with
opening play of the drive from the 39. Leads it with the back. Hard running there. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Right on the money. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Powers through the defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be third and long. Looking to throw, it's Finley. Throws to the tight end. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits it right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Out of the gun, the inside give. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs...
Oh, he's got some space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
The give is to Williams. Got the first down and more.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Turning on the Jets. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
He'll pitch it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. To throw, it's Finley. Quickly out to the tight end. There he goes. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Zips come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick pass on the fly motion. Nice move there. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Gets it to him on the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Zips! Try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 14-6. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UCF is in front. They played awfully well today, and while there's no Dante Culpepper out there, this group is hanging tough. They are up by 7 over Jacksonville State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go right back to the run. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Cowboys are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Anderson will throw. Fires to the right. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Cowboys with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the sidelines, and he tiptoes his way to a 1st down before going out of bounds. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, no, the ball popped out. And the offense gets the ball back. How lucky are they? 5 points of pressure, high and tight. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. The play-action fake. Pocket breaking down.
This defense, they are tenacious, and we've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Under fire. Had to throw it before he wanted. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He's got it on the left. They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back for their offense. First play of the drive comes from the 38. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Zips now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. There he goes. Oh, he's getting it. They stripped it out. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And, man, I know he's going to be really upset with himself because you have all these goals and all these things you want to do, and you come in your first touch, man. You cough it up, but you got to put it behind you. This defense needs to come out now, be ready to play, fight back, build some momentum back the other direction.
Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Rush is on him. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the